Deadly gang violence in central Naples. 20 shots were fired during a Camorra gang fight between teenagers. One of them was killed.
No matter what the motive was, it's insane for a 15-year-old boy to be killed.
Tragedies like this are what the Maestri di Strada, or street teachers, want to prevent. The organization gives marginalized young people opportunities beyond organized crime.
There's a lot of anger. Behind their day-to-day lives, they're dealing with great challenges.
Franchesco is one of the teenagers the group wants to help. He's not motivated to go to school. The street teachers are trying to help him get back on track. This is Ponticelli, in the east of Naples. Children here grow up facing poverty, gang violence, and a lack of opportunities. Up to 35% of young people drop out of school. Many of them end up on the margins of society. This is where the Neapolitan mafia, the Camorra, recruits its new members. Many end up committing armed robberies. Some of these weapons were seized from minors. But there are those who want to help. Nicola Laieta is an actor and teacher. He's been with the street teachers for almost 20 years. Today, he and his colleagues are running a workshop at a local high school. The aim is to improve the students' communication skills.
Buongiorno. Ciao. Buongiorno. Ciao. Ciao.
There's a lot of testosterone here. Let's say there's a boy in a class who has particular difficulties. We don't just work with him individually, we work with the whole class, so the boy can be better integrated. Sometimes in the morning you wake up and ask yourself, where am I? Who am I? You can't choose where you're born or what kind of family you have. We just end up somewhere and we have to adapt.
This is nothing like normal school. The street teachers do things differently in order to encourage the young people to open up.
We try to involve the kids using a holistic approach. Because by engaging their bodies, we can change the classroom relationship. There's a lot of conflict in some of these classes. There's a lot of anger, even if the kids come across as sweet and lively. Behind their day-to-day lives, they're dealing with great challenges. I've never seen anything like it.
The students are asked to write down a characteristic about themselves, something their classmates wouldn't know.
Who wrote very shy? Sophia.
Enigmatic.
Loser. That's Mino.
Forgetful.
Sono più socievole.
We want them to talk about themselves without the prejudices that come from the fear of being teased or misunderstood.
Support is offered at the classroom level and the individual level. 17-year-old Franchesco has been involved with the street teachers for several years. He says he owes a lot to his mentor and admits he didn't make life easy for the teachers at his old school.
I was really immature. I was always making trouble. The only reason I went to school was to mess around. I grew up getting slapped because of all the trouble I caused. The school principal would get really mad and warn my parents. Then my parents would get mad at me. But the street teachers understood me. Thanks to them, my behavior changed completely.
The street teacher's headquarters is a dilapidated old school building. Today, Francesco is getting some help with his homework from his mentor, Maria Riviti.
I've got an hour.
Then let's see what we can do.
When he came to the street teachers, he had aggression problems. He got into fights and often skipped school. Maria gave him stability.
The relationship I have with Maria is like the one I have with my grandmother. In fact, it's even better.
Francesco is a boy who's growing up, who's a bit confused, and who has to find the right path for himself. I see my job as helping him. How's it going? Do you like school?
I have problems with the teachers as usual.
If you feel you can't do it on your own, call me and we'll study together. Please don't do anything stupid.
Who's doing anything stupid?
Let's stay calm.
Always Maria. I either don't get up at all or I get up late and tell my mum I don't want to go to school. She says, well, stay home then. It's not that I want to cut class to go somewhere. It's too cold to hang around outside now.
The street teachers care for more than 500 young people, as well as offering theatre and music workshops. The organization was founded in the early 2000s by Cesare Moreno, who is now 78. Funding comes from the state and private donations. The group works in neighborhoods dominated by the Camorra. Several different gangs rule the streets here. But the street teachers are respected, also because some of the young people they care for are the children of gang members.
We're the last hope for local criminals and their children. We take these kids in without discriminating against them, without preconditions. We're talking about the foot soldiers on the streets, the ones who get arrested or shot and killed. Their lives are dangerous and unhappy. So they appreciate the fact that we offer their children the chance for something different.
Cesare is on his way to an urgent meeting in central Naples. A student at the school has been killed.
Last night, there was a shootout between rival gangs, and a 15-year-old boy was killed. A day earlier, I got a call from his school. They told me they had 60 troubled young people there.
Instead of the usual preliminary consultation, Cesare now takes part in a crisis meeting.
In here,
No, here.
The school has around 1,000 students. They're in shock following the shooting.
There's been a breakthrough as authorities investigate the killing of 15-year-old Emanuele, who died in a shootout between gangs of youths near Corso Umberto.
The violence may have stemmed from a dispute over gang territory. Emanuela and 3 friends are said to have been lured into an ambush where they were shot at. 20 shots were fired. One of the bullets hit Emanuele in the back as he fled. The meeting has taken its toll on Cesare.
It was unbearable. I walked out. There was nothing but accusations. The atmosphere was very tense, very aggressive. It's always the same when someone so young is killed. The young people feel helpless and vulnerable. That's why I tell the adults to react calmly and not to panic. That ends up hurting the young people more than the murder itself.
The street teachers say the government's harsh response is blind to the complexities of the situation. Parents whose children don't attend school may lose custody and face up to 2 years in prison.
This is a fascist law because it defends the state's authority rather than the child's right to an education. My question is, if parents whose children aren't going to school get sent to prison, who's going to take those kids to school then?
With the help of the street teachers, Francesco hopes to become a chef.
Ready, Maria?
Okay, Francesco, what are we going to do?
This.
Okay, sure.
I discovered cooking through the street teachers. One day they said, "Why don't you do something in the kitchen?" I said, "What would I do there?" Then I tried it, and I liked it.
Maria has managed to convince him to go back to school. Together, they're practicing preparing a pasta dish.
Stir the tomatoes a bit.
Sure.
This is his favorite dish, spaghetti with fresh tomatoes. Francesco is still learning his way around the kitchen.
Where is it?
Maybe I know.
Where?
Here?
No.
Francesco did a year-long cooking course with the street teachers. That allowed him to transfer to a vocational school.
I learned how to make sauces from scratch, like cherry tomato sauce, ragu or bechamel. It's nice to get compliments when people enjoy the food.
Stir it.
Maria doesn't approve of Francesco skipping school.
He has to understand that he's made a mistake. If he realizes that on his own, he can make up for it. I'm here to sweep up the pieces.
That's enough.
From now on, he can develop on his own. I'm not standing behind him saying, do this, don't do that. Put them on top. Why make life so complicated for yourself? So where should we sit? Okay, there.
So,
let's try it. What do you think? Seems dry.
yes, Maria.
Let's see what you've remembered.
Nothing.
You're a bit rusty. We need to cook more often.
It tastes awful.
It's good. And now you've done your homework for tomorrow.
Later, Nicola runs a theatre workshop in the same space. First of all, it's about getting the students to set aside their frustrations and relax. They have to hand in their smartphones so they don't get distracted.
L'arte ha una funzione fondamentale.
Art can help them find something authentic within themselves.
Trovare qualcosa di autentico in sé.
Plus, it's a good way to bring these young people closer together.
È anche un buon espediente per avvicinare i ragazzi. Camminiamo.
Keep moving, change partner, look them in the eye, stop.
Fermiamo. Gli adolescenti ancora di più
Young people
hanno
want to be
bisogno di essere
seen
visti perché escono fuori
because
dalla
they're
loro
leaving their
famiglia
families to
e
get
vogliono,
themselves a family of their own
conquistarsi la loro
from among their
famiglia.
peers.
I loro coetanei prendono il posto
They
nel
take
loro
the place
cuore
of their
dei loro
parents.
genitori.
Which is why they're curious
I
and
ragazzi si
enthusiastic
avvicinano
about
con
art and
curiosità e
theatre.
desiderio all'arte e al teatro.
I've changed. I used to be shyer, more reserved. Through theater, I've become more open, willing to show more of myself.
Mi sono mostrata di più.
Vai, vai.
Mario!
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 Affetto! Così si sorprende. Come se fosse un indemoniato.
Nicola and his group are rehearsing a challenging play. It's Lysistrata, a comedy by the ancient Greek writer Aristophanes.
I'm part of a group of Athenians and a woman waiting for her husband to come back from the war. I rebelled to make the war stop. I like the role because I like to rebel. It suits my strong character.
Quindi mi rappresenta molto.
These apartment blocks are nicknamed the Bronx. This is where Concita lives.
It isn't a quiet neighborhood. Young people here often do things they shouldn't, like fighting and shooting guns. When I go out with my friends, I feel safe. I know nothing will happen to me because I know the neighborhood. I steer clear of places where something bad might happen.
Concita and her friends often meet at her place.
Buonasera, sta bene? Questa mi piace. Ok, siamo d'accordo.
Today, they're making TikTok videos. The app provides plenty of entertainment.
Like two influencers having a fight.
We follow stuff like that.
We're curious.
Gossip and stuff.
Why?
Because we're girls.
We're teenagers. We like stuff like that.
Isso, vai, vai, mexe no lalá, chuta o lalá, bate, bate no lalá. Un marocchino, non mi fido di un amico perché è il mio miglior nemico. Sto risponde Tony, dovevi fare il modello. Ehi, quanto cazzo sono Swedish.
Concita's father is retired, her mother is a housewife. Both parents were worried about negative influences around the Bronx, so they sent her to the theatre group.
You must be doing other shows this year.
Yeah, in December at the Bellini Theatre.
Concita has changed a lot. She's happier, more outgoing. Even smarter.
I hope she continues on this path. We're really happy that she's in the theater group.
Conchita goes to a high school that specializes in fashion design. The play she's rehearsing is giving her inspiration.
I drew a modern vision based on an antique garment. I want to show how a play from ancient times can be transferred to the present day.
I hope she'll find a future through the street teachers.
Concita dreams of a career either in the fashion industry or as an actress. While many people are still asleep, Cesare Moreno is already hard at work. The street teacher's founder only needs 4 hours of sleep per night, but these days he thinks a lot about who will succeed him in the role.
The important thing isn't dividing up the work, it's the responsibility. That's the most difficult thing to communicate. My staff can design a project, deal with children, or lead a workshop, but they find the organizational side difficult.
Cesare has been wearing sandals for over 25 years, even in the cold and rain. He calls it a protest against politicians who don't care about young people in need. The street teacher's headquarters is in a rundown former school building. The roof has been leaking for years, and nobody knows when it will be properly fixed. The building belongs to the city of Naples, but it seems there's no money to renovate.
There's a water leak here, another one back there, and at the sides too. The city of Naples has never done anything in terms of maintenance. It was built in 1985, and the city hasn't renovated anything since then. It's a miracle the building's still standing at all.
Franchesco's new hotel management school is also located in the Ponticelli district. Thanks to his mentor Maria, Francesco is attending school more regularly again, but he has some catching up to do. Today he's getting a private lesson in baking.
We're going to make this recipe, a short crust pastry. No, rub it in your hands.
Like this?
Okay, good, but use more flour. Like this. Pick it up and rub it. Francesco has understood that he has to change. He comes to class and to the kitchen. He isn't absent anymore like before. Now clean the table.
I like that the work here is mainly practical. And I get on better with these teachers than the ones at my old school.
Look, it's easier this way. Try to keep the right distance between them.
You always learn something in the kitchen, right, Maestro?
Exactly. You don't have to limit your knowledge in the kitchen.
Francesco has several ideas for future careers.
Ok. Vai in forno.
I could open a patisserie, or a gourmet kitchen, or a traditional restaurant. It would also depend on the staff. I hope I can find good people and have a good relationship with them.
One thing he could improve on is realizing that you need a lot of expertise in this job. He should make more of an effort to learn things. What do you think's missing?
Sugar.
A little sugar.
Ok. E poi...
Stand up, tutto quanto alzare mani in aria, push your hands up. Non è una rapina sto casino, quindi stand up. Togli quel pensiero dalla testa che ti stressa.
Nicola and the other street teachers members are running a campaign in the center of Ponticelli. They're putting up posters, which they've designed to advertise their podcast.
Get rid of that fly, it's annoying. We want this project to illustrate the kinds of things young people have created in our workshops in the past. We're hoping it'll make other kids curious, kids who may not be attending school and who might be interested in these activities.
Ah, love. How did you get here? Did you scan the QR code? Listen to this beautiful song in the background. What makes you want to make love? Have you done it before?
We're doing this for the first time, and we're really excited to see how it'll be received by young people.
Ultimately, the street teachers hope to open their own schools based on their teaching methods, focusing not on academic performance, but on cooperation and togetherness.
Let's go! I think the seeds of our work are going to grow and blossom in many different forms, and they'll end up bearing a lot of fruit. You have to believe that in order to do the job. Everyone has to find their own personal motivation.
With each day, the street teachers of Naples are reminded of just how important their work is.
Stand up, tutto quando alzare mani in aria, push your hands up. Non è una rapina sto casino, quindi stand up. Togli quel pensiero.